All right. Hey, everybody. It is Karen Coffey, and welcome to today's interview. I have the great honor of interviewing Kelly Edwards. She's out of Orlando, Florida. She's one of our longtime clients, but she hashtags everything. And so hashtag Kelly is key if you want to get a hold of her.
Let's go, take it to the top, and we don't stop, cause it's now or never. Let's go, take it to the top, and we don't stop, cause it's now.
Kelly, welcome. I'm just really excited to have you on today.
Thank you for having me, Karen. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I say long-time client, but really, how long has it been? We've only...
Yeah, just it was like fall of last year, I think.
Okay, so
My
4
camp
months.
was in September, and
Yeah.
I did that, just a few weeks after starting. So
That's awesome. So, one of the things that people always ask is like, what makes your programs different? And I don't want to talk about me. I just kind of want to talk about you and where you were when you came to us, how your business was and the changes that you saw, so where were you at when you came to us? I mean, you were doing some business. It's not like you were destitute. So
right. No, I was doing business, and I had been in the business a few years, and I was having, a sale every month or two. So it was getting better. It would be 3 months and then I'd have a sale, and then it was every couple of months, and then, if I had 2 months in a row where I had a sale, that was really successful.
Right.
But I knew I wanted to get to the next level. I was looking at doing a sale a week, and 4 closings in a month, and things like that is where I wanted to be. And
But
so
that's not where you were at that time.
Correct. But I am there now, thanks to you.
We'll get to that. No, you've done really, really well. But, when you weren't having that consistent, because it sounds like, like you said, 1 month was kind of dead. Another month you had 1. Another month was dead, and then you'd have 2 or something like that. No consistency, right?
Well, and it was time management as well. You get wrapped up in a transaction, and then everything else goes to the wayside, and you stop. And then you close, and you're like, okay, I got to start all over again.
Right. Exactly. Like what? So how did, kind of take us through how that made you feel, or maybe it didn't make you feel anyway, but did you feel, like you could?
I felt very cumbersome, like I was getting taken over by the machine, and I wanted it to be where I was more in control, and I was controlling my business, and I was directing where it was going to go, instead of having that desperate feeling, that a lot of realtors, and especially me, has experienced in the past.
Yeah.
That desperate, oh, you want me to do this for your listing? Whatever, just give me your listing.
I'll do it. Yes.
And now I'm at the point where there's so much business coming in that if you're not going to do this transaction the way I'm asking you to do it, I'm the real estate professional.
That's right.
You're not my customer.
That's right.
And it's really a blessing to be at the point where you're strong enough, thanks to you, to be in a position to say that and to really take the reins of your own business back and control it yourself. It's a good, peaceful feeling.
It's a huge mindset shift, right? From
Absolutely
doing everything. We're available 24/7. What do you need? I'll run, I'll do. And to being that expert where you're like, I get it. I respect you. I know what you're talking about, but we're going to do it my way, and come from a place of such value that they're like, oh, well, yeah, of course. Okay. If you say to do it this way, I'll do it that way. And confidence within your, just what you're saying. So that seems like that was
agents out there, but if you present yourself as a professional,
right,
in business, and this is my business, and this is how this business goes, and you put on that doctor mentality, as you've talked about in the past, people respond to that, and they're attracted to that, and they want to work with someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us where you're at now. What's changed?
Well, I did 2 closings this month, and I'm on track to do 5 next month.
Awesome.
So I am in the business I want to be. I'm doing those multiple transactions. I have 7 pendings. 5 of them will close next month. And I took 2 buyer broker agreements today for 2 new buyers. And I'm already working with a couple of active buyers. So all of the aspects of the program, they work together so well, and it's so multifaceted that I'm going through the process again. I'm starting over with week 1 because I know that there are things that I kind of skipped over, this step or that step. And now that I finished it and I've seen the end results and what it's done to my business, the only thing I can imagine is how much better would it be if I actually did 100% of what Karen taught me, so I'm going to go through from the very beginning and start all over again.
Right. Wow. Now, not everybody would want to do that, but I get it. And so
there's more benefit that I can get from your teachings.
Yeah.
That's how multifaceted, and it's not, hey, here's a script to go talk to somebody.
Right.
The entire package. And it starts, like you've always said, from the mindset.
Yeah, it does. It's huge.
That's the way you approach it.
I think that's probably one of your favorite things was the mindset support. We always talk about, you can't have a 5-gallon dream with a 3-gallon bucket. You have to expand that so that you can accept the income increase, the lead increase. It's not just about the skill of getting it. We can get those all day long. But can we hold it? Can it be consistent? Can we convert? And where's the confidence in that? So I think that was probably
your ability to delegate, because as a single one agent, you can't do the entire program yourself. And so teaching us
the entire business you can't do, right?
Exactly. I'm running a business. That's what I'm doing. And I ran a business for 20 years before this, and I was very successful and made well into 6 figures every year. So I want to bring this business to that level, and you are helping me do that. And I truly appreciate.
You are absolutely doing it, because and you're welcome. I mean, I'm just like, don't thank me. It's all you, right? But one of the things I think that you can look forward to is that now that you have every system in place, like you have this super strong foundation.
Yes.
Like bulletproof. I know my foundation, and now I can build from that. And you can go, in different cities. And I think you even talked about that, different office, just different locations.
Correct.
Stuck right where you're at, but also you're not stuck in your business. You're working on it.
And previously, before I met you, I would do business anywhere, even if it was, driving to South Orlando. And I'm in Seminole County, which is north of Orlando, and Orlando traffic is horrible.
Yeah.
People wanted to buy in Kissimmee and Narcoossee and, Osceola County and 2 counties away. And
you're like, let me go.
I'll go anywhere because I was desperate. But now I'm deciding I want to work Seminole County. I want to work these areas that I like. And if I get business in that area, I give it to one of my buyer agents.
Yeah.
I still get a piece of it, but I don't have to go to South Orlando. But there are agents, that I'm working with that live in South Orlando, and that's the area they like. So
Perfect.
being able to leverage yourself, and you're teaching us how to do that in the most effective way, is amazing.
Yeah. Truly. So, all right. So you've got 7 pendings right now. You came from a place of, hey, I close 1 every other month or so, whatever. You have this newfound, right? Everything's just kind of exploded.
Exactly.
Where is it that you see yourself? Where are you going? Where are you headed? What's your dream?
So I want to complete building my team here.
Gotcha.
And once I've completed that, I am a water person, and I want to retire on the water. So my next move is to go to New Smyrna Beach, the locals beach where I grew up going, and retire there and build a team there.
Yeah.
So, I can just be a little more hands off once the wheels start going on their own. But I love the fact that I'm busy, and I don't feel frazzled busy. I feel focused busy and determined, and I'm checking things off, and I'm getting things done. Right. And it's not when you're going through the program, there are times that you do get overwhelmed, and the coaches that you have are great to help you get through that and put practical items in place and in your daily routine that help you cope with that and to not get overwhelmed. So, Kelly, Jennifer, Ava, the people on your team are just amazing.
Yeah.
And the support is wonderful. But I love the fact that I'm busy every day, but it's scheduled and it's focused.
Yeah. And effective.
I love that. Laser focused.
Yeah, for sure. And you were talking about retirement, and so many agents go through this business. They work 20 years. They don't have a retirement plan. They don't have a legacy. They don't, it's like, oh, I'm going to just have Susie Q take over my business and she'll give me a 20% referral. And we all know how that goes. Nobody wants to work with Susie Q. Susie Q doesn't know what she's doing, how to follow up. And so what you're creating is this machine that works whether you're in it or not.
Correct.
And that is the gift of being able to go, I can have multiple teams, because once you learn it, you don't unlearn it, right? You flip the switch anywhere you're at.
You just get better at it.
You're right. You just get better at it and go, okay, well, maybe I won't do it that way this time. But your role becomes really finding those people. Well, not really. I think it's easier to do because there's so many agents in the business that really aren't making an amount of money that amounts to anything. And so they're able to work in this environment. Like I have a team, I'm really good at teams. I am so lucky and honored. I don't know about lucky, but I'm honored. It took me relationships and finding those people that support, because we're not about, and I think you know this, we could care less about making another sale. We don't work with people that we don't even invite everybody in. We invite those people that we know that are going to be committed, that are going to work hard, that are coachable, right? And so you're building that, and you're building your own culture and your own team, and those people are going to be your family
right
now. And I think that's pretty exciting. And I'm very familiar with New Smyrna, so it's been a lot. I actually born and raised and graduated from New Smyrna Beach Senior High.
Nice.
So I know exactly. It's beautiful beach. I'll send my dad to you.
Okay.
So, if you could give agents tips, I don't know, tips about their business, what they might want to, I don't know. Is there any words of wisdom, I guess, that you would?
So I'm a very type A personality. I was a systems programmer in my previous career. And I like to see how everything works and how everything fits in with the others. And so I was a little bit hesitant to completely do all the work every week because I was like, what's coming next week? Like, I can get back to this. I always wanted to get more information and try to see the whole picture. So my advice to other agents who are considering your program and sign up, obviously they should.
Well, I think,
if they follow the program, that they'll be very successful, but trust it more. People who are attracted to you and your program are going to be type A personalities. So that is an issue that almost everyone who comes to you is going to have to deal with, is giving up some of that control and trusting the process, trusting that you guys know what you're talking about, because now that I've been through it, yes, you do. You know what you're talking about. And I believed that before, but now I know it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
big
I
difference.
had belief, but now I have knowledge. So just do your work every day for every week, get those items completed, and then move on to the next week. And if you need an extra week to get those done, or half a week to follow up, then you get those done before you move on, and you'll be in a much better place.
Right. You said something about the people that I will attract, and it is those drivers, those people who really want change, that are tired. I always say there's a couple things that make us different. We don't ask you your opinion of what you need to do next. And that some people are like, what? Because a lot of coaching is like, well, how do you think you did? How do you feel about that? What do you think you should focus on this month or this week, And we don't do anything. We're like, no, this is what you focus on. This is your next step. This is next. I always laugh and say, stand on one leg and put a hat on and hold your mouth this way.
Jennifer is really good at asking those questions.
Yeah.
Because she's like the mindset type of coach.
Right.
And so she will ask those kinds of questions. What do you think would keep you on track? But
for the mindset piece,
the way that she does that is
classic,
incredible.
Skilled.
Because it makes you think about things and come up with ideas that you never would have on your own.
Right.
So I had a little bit of an issue, if I can share a story, of coming home for lunch and then kind of just getting caught up with stuff and not getting back into the groove after the lunch break. So we decided, Jennifer and I together decided that it was best to leave my bag and my computer and everything set up at the office.
Oh,
so
nice.
that I come home for lunch and I have to go back to the office to finish up my day. And so it was just that one little piece that just, threw 30% more productivity in there.
Yeah.
And so, a 15-minute call with Jennifer and I increased productivity by 30%. And that was amazing. And that was just 1 week, one time that you helped me, throughout the countless months or countless weeks, the many months that I've been with you. So it's just like that, pieces like that falling into place every day that just keep adding to the foundation. I love it.
Oh, that's so cool. We have the best, I believe we have the best mindset coaches and real estate coaches out there. I mean, for the real estate coaches tell you what to do, the mindset coaches expand that container so that you can receive all of that and that productivity. That's a great story. I'm glad. I had never heard that before.
Yeah.
Share that with me.
I've taken other coaching classes and I've had other, sessions with other coaches, and it's like any other person with a business idea. Yeah, that sounds good, but that's not,
right.
Okay, whatever.
Right.
I really latched on to you and your ideas of how this should go. There's not a lot of fluff with you. It's all substance. Yeah. And I appreciated that.
Thank you for saying that. Now, this is a lot different than other coaching programs because most coaching programs are like a year, right? Like you have your 2 calls a month or 4 calls a month or whatever, and you're every week on that phone for a year. And we do something very, very different.
Yes.
As you know. I think it takes as long as you give it. And if you take it a year, it's going to take a year. And if you give it 6 months, it'll take 6 months. We do 12 weeks.
Right.
That's it. That's just 12 weeks because I don't want to give you time to goof off.
Right.
I want people who are serious and committed, not the kind that are going, well, I have this coming and I have that coming. No, I get it. Life happens, but you're either in or out. The train's leaving. You're either on it or you're not. How did you think?
You're serious about your business or you're not.
That's right. That's right. And if you're really hyper serious about it, then let's roll. But if you're not, we really don't want you, at this time. So how did you feel like that compared to the longer ones that maybe you've been a part of?
Well, the thing is, I'd never really signed up with a coach for that year process or whatever.
Gotcha. We're not interested.
The value in paying that fee for that coach, and some of them are quite hefty, but I would always take the lunch and learns or the one-day seminars and things like that. I've even sat years ago with Tony Robbins. Yeah. And, not that there's anything wrong with him or any of the other coaches. I needed more concrete, actionable items. I didn't need a lot of fluff and amp you up, pep talk stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't need cheerleader. You can pep talk to somebody else and get them motivated. That's fine. I have all the motivation in the world. I need the concrete steps, the action plan. And that's where you're different.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a leap of faith, knowing your confidence, knowing what you can handle and all of that stuff. Well, I couldn't be more excited for you. And I'm so glad that we're able to, support you in that dream and that what you're doing for your retirement. And this is, we continue to just love on you. And
It's funny because when we started, they asked me, because it was a big investment.
Yes.
To join your program. And I actually my son lived in Colorado at the time. So we had talked about that. And I actually took my vacation money for that year to go visit him to, join your program. And so my goal was, my initial goal was to get some vacation money back so that I could go visit my son and hopefully have enough vacation money every year to go see him. Well, that's way behind me. I blew that out of the water a while ago.
Yeah, you did.
So, my expectations of what I was going to get out of this program are more than I thought. So thank you.
And you don't unlearn any of it.
No, you just get better.
Yeah, it just gets better and better. And we keep
Exactly.
updating and updating. And it's just, it's cool. Now, if people wanted to get in touch with you, maybe they have referrals in Orlando. I know we have people watching all over the country. And what's the best way to get a hold of you?
KellyIsKey.com. If you want to send customers to there, they can log in. They can, see what I'm about. They can email me at kellyIsKey@gmail.
Good. And Kelly is with just a Y. Just a Y, right?
Yeah, KellyIskey, right.
What did you say about Facebook? I talked over you.
Hashtag Kelly is Key. If you're on Facebook, you can find all my posts. And, I'm always posting about things that we're doing, events that we're having, open houses, buyers that we've sold or sellers that we've sold their house for them. We also have, only in Florida, we have a lot of articles that we've posted for general interest stories or cool things to do, or I bet you didn't know Florida had waterfalls, come see this castle in Florida. So there's a lot of interesting, things on there you can check me out about.
Well, that is cool. One of the things that you had mentioned, and boy, I could just keep talking and I shouldn't do this, but is that you have met some amazing people through the program that you're working with and that you're referring, and that has helped. You were talking about in Florida, writing those articles, and has that been a help in your business?
Well, it's been amazing because as an agent, you're always running across people who want to move out of state or who want to move to a different area that you don't work, or who are coming in. So you're always scrambling to find, hey, Susie Q, do you know a realtor in, Rochester, New York, or whatever?
Right.
You're trying to, so that you can get a referral, right? Well, the wonderful thing about the Karen Coffey program is that I can I reach out to you, Ava, and find out who's in this area. I have a customer that's looking in this area, and you guys are great because you'll tell us who's in that area. We can reach out to them independently, have our conversations. But then I have a great comfort level knowing that those agents are running their business like I am.
Yeah.
When you just refer to somebody, hey, do you know anyone? You have no idea what strength of an agent they are, how good they are, how well that they will take care of your customer and protect their, whatever needs protecting.
Right. Interest.
But referring within the Karen Coffey program is amazing because you know exactly who they are and how they run their business. And I actually went 50-50 with an agent in your program who's over on the Gulf Coast.
That's right.
So I had a buyer that I had been working with for weeks who decided not to go in Ocala, but go closer to the Gulf. So I teamed up with her through your, coaching program, and it's just been a blessing. She's wonderful to work with, very sweet. I actually met her for the first time in person last week, and the first thing we did was hug each other. So,
that's awesome. But see, you guys know, and you're assured that the other person is going to be on it. Nothing's going to fall. Nothing's going to drop through the cracks. That you're committed, that you're strong, that you're driven, and you're going to do it right.
Exactly. We know they've been taught by Karen.
That's it. Well, gosh, you're such a commercial. That's awesome. Well, Kelly, I just can't wait to see what's next for you. And for anybody who would like to just reach out to Kelly, feel free, hashtag Kelly is key. Kelly is key at gmail.com or just whatever. She's got a ton of places you'll find her easily, and what's new and next for her. But again, like she said, we've only been together for about 4 months, and she just did what we told her to do. There was nothing special, no special sauce. And we have agents, like Kelly that are doing it, but I'll tell you, she's got the drive, she's got the coachability, and she's resourceful. Like she said about her vacation money. I mean, that's huge. I don't want anybody doing that, but sometimes there's the good debt and then there's the bad debt. And sometimes it's just really good to be resourceful like that. So Kelly, thanks again for everything.
Thank you for everything.
Great to talk to you today.
Absolutely.
All right.
We'll talk again soon.
I know we will. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time on our next interview. All right. Take care.